Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. This is the 29th part of What If Deku Was Sanji's Reincarnation, My Heroes Reborn. The author of this great fanfic is Emma Ively. Links to them and original story in the description. Chapter 29, Sweet Dreams. It was a therapy session once again, and Hibiki decided to explain a few things as they had run out of things to talk about. Since you had fell victim to the quirk, Priestess has been active, multiple heroes have already quit. But two of them are either remaining heroes or look like they're going to remain heroes. Said Hibiki, one of them has problems due to someone dying alongside him. Wait, are any of you Trekkies? The 5 students stared at him confusion. All right. Never mind. You won't accidentally trigger him. Said Hibiki. What do you mean trigger him? Asked Izuku. I might have said something when first meeting him, wondering about the whole situation, and he tearfully sang the Reading Rainbow theme song. Said Hibiki. What? Asked Achiko. Don't ask. Said Hibiki, but we're all trying to help him, but if he's not triggered, he did live a rather interesting life. It was mostly normal, then he entered college and went to a really weird school. What about the other one? Asked Momo. I've talked to him a few times and we really hit it off. Said Hibiki, I will say only for the sake of you knowing he has become the 4th person to become open about his death. Really, why? Asked Izuku. It's complicated and you should only learn if you ever had to work with him. All I will say is that he has ties to another reincarnation and the ties are tied to his death. Said Hibiki. Wait, he knows someone from his past life? Asked Achiko. Yeah, but it's nothing to worry about. Said Hibiki. This just made everyone's sweat drop. So, anything else we should talk about? Asked Hibiki. Well, I've been thinking for a while about meeting Luna. Said Izuku. You too? Asked Achiko. I would like to meet her too. Admitted Momo. Yeah, I mean it's weird, but she's still your friend. Said Mashareo. Thanks you guys. Said Toru, who sounded like she was going to cry. Wait, how are we going to do it through? Said Izuku. Oh, we have to be asleep in the same building, that's the easiest way to do it. Said Toru. Really? Asked Momo. Yep. She can do other buildings, but it takes a lot more magic. Said Toru. I think that's a wonderful idea. Said Momo, who seemed to be really happy with the idea. We should do it at my house. In fact, she was practically sparkling. I don't think Momo have had any sleepovers. Said Toru. Oh, it's not like that. Said Momo, seemingly trying to come up with excuses. It's fine. Said Izuku, really it's fine. You know it's really cool you're doing it. Said Aiko suddenly. Everyone looked at the device in confusion. Look, there's some things that should not be said right now, so. Said Aiko. They quickly realized that Izuku probably never had a sleepover either. Though to be fair, considering what he went through, it made sense. It didn't mean it was any less sad though. Thankfully one of them had a topic that has been bothering them. Hey Aiko, why you haven't made fun of Hibiki when he revealed that swan thing? Asked Achiko. Seriously? Asked Hibiki. It's quite simple. Swans are vicious. I know it's just an urban legend that they break bones with their wings, but still. Oh, and let's not forget the fact they have teeth. Said Aiko, and before you say anything, they're not actually teeth. But they act like teeth. So yeah. The execution sucked, but he's an idiot without Tony's memories and the phone was a stupid move, but still they're not something you want to fight, if ever. Also, Aiko sent something to all their phones. Achiko was the first to see what it was, and it was a picture of a swan with its beak open showing off the teeth-like structure. You know, maybe we should make plans. Said Achiko, who really didn't need to see that. And so they made plans for such a sleepover. Which thankfully was rather easy once they found a good day. And soon it was the day to meet at Momo's mansion. However, as the other four had met up there, Ochako was having a little freak out. "Ochako? Are you okay?" asked Izuku. "I'm fine. Completely fine. I mean, I was rich in my past life, so this isn't much, even if I wasn't as rich as this," said Ochako, clearly trying not to have a freak out. "It's okay, Ochako." "Really?" said Toru. "I think her money problems are really bad," said Mashireo. "Yeah," said Izuku. The gates opened up. "Come on, let's go inside," said Toru, grabbing her arm. Mashireo tried to go the wrong direction, but Izuku had to grab his arm as well. Thankfully, after Ochiko's freakouts weren't that bad and trying to keep shock at how rich Momo's family was inside. And the next several hours were fun. Though they were shown Momo's room, which was massive. "I know it's big," said Momo. "That explains why Aiko made fun of it," said Ochako. "It's bigger than my whole apartment," said Izuku. Momo blushed at that. Dinner was delicious, though Izuku knew he could cook better. Also, before they went to bed, they watched a bad movie that All Might made in America, though dubbed for Ochako and Mashireo many years before. "So, Deku, how many times have you seen this movie?" asked Ochako. "I've never seen it before," said Izuku. "Oh, it's that scene," said Toru. "Oh, he won. That was so draining that All Might had to get drunk in order to film it properly," said Mashireo. "It's funnier in English," said Izuku. Ochako looked at him. "Or so I've been told," said Izuku. "Izuku, we've all seen your room. We know you're lying," said Mashireo. Izuku sighed and sweat dropped. Soon enough it was time for bed and the real reason for the sleepover. The girls shared Momo's room and allowed them to sleep in her bed, while the boys shared a nearby guest room. Izuku soon found himself on stage for a cooking competition with Lunch Rush. "Now it's time to determine the best supreme chef out there." "Yay!" yelled the talking watermelon announcer who had the voice of Kermit the Frog for some reason. "Why is he naked?" yelled someone in the crowd. Izuku looked down and he was naked. "Why am I naked?" yelled Izuku. "Button button 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 button," yelled Lunch Rush. "Okay," said a voice. Izuku turned as she saw that there was a blue alicorn, i.e., a winged unicorn, staring at him, and his mind realized what was going on. He was dreaming. "This is a dream," said Izuku, willing some clothes in existence. "This is a dream," confirmed the alicorn. Izuku stared at the alicorn, knowing she was Luna. "Fear not, Izuku Midoriya. I have seen a lot more awkward dreams than this," said Luna. "It does make the lower 50s though." "Okay," said Izuku, not knowing how to respond to the alicorn. That was when a door appeared and Izuku knew it was to meet with the others. He followed the alicorn through, saw floating a set of clothes, i.e., Toru, along with a very beautiful red-haired girl around his age. His eyes erupted in hearts after seeing her, even though he didn't know who she was or where she came from. However, that was when he suddenly felt his body shift, feeling much taller, leaner, and his hair straightened and falling over his eye. He stopped his usual love thing as he grabbed his hair, which he saw was now blonde. What? Asked Izuku, realizing his voice was off as well. Toru brought out a mirror from somewhere, though to be fair this time around it was a dream, so it made sense this time around. He looked at his reflection. It was that of a teenaged Sanji, which sort of made sense as even though he had Sanji's memories from up to he died, he still saw himself as teenager. "How?" he asked. "Due to your unique situation, you flip between both the forms of your current life and past life," said Luna. "It's true," said the girl. He looked at the girl and realized. "Momo," he said. She nodded. However, she also had another shift and turned back into her current life.
Mashireo Ojiro has started dreaming.
So I will go fetch him,
said Princess Luna, disappearing with a flash.
What's with your eyebrows?
asked Toru.
Please don't bring up my eyebrows, muttered Sanji Izuku, which is probably the best way to put it.
What were made fun of it a lot? asked Toru.
Before he could answer, a strange image appeared from behind him. It was something from the first year of him being a Straw Hat Pirate. Him bickering with a green-haired man with 3 swords on his hip, aka Zoro, from his perspective, and getting into a fight.
And of course several of the insults.
Oh yeah.
Forgot to mention we'd be able to see your memories, said Toru.
Why didn't you say that sooner?
Yelled Sanji Izuku.
Sorry, said Toru. However, Sanji Izuku noticed that the memory ended when a red-haired woman showed up and punched the two in the heads.
Momo was looked at Izuku, who had returned back to his normal self.
Why are you looking at me like that?
asked Izuku.
That was when a memory of her own started to play from her past life as well, and it was similar to Izuku's in that it featured 2 guys trading insults while fighting.
The memory showed Urza putting the 2 into stopping.
Okay, that is eerie,
said Izuku with a sweat drop.
You don't think Fairy Tail and the Straw Hat Pirates were kind of the same? Said Toru, who suddenly shifted to a pink pony with a darker pink mane and tail. Both of them jumped in surprise.
Sorry, it's just, said Izuku. We knew you weren't human, but it's weird seeing it, said Momo. It's fine,
said Pinky Toru, but seriously, a redhead pound 2 idiots for fighting. It's kind of funny, it's like the 2 groups were the same.
Well, we did party a lot,
said Izuku and Momo at the same time, and did consider them our family even if we weren't blood related.
That was when 2 memories showed up of the crew and the guild celebrating something. That was when Luna arrived with Mashireo, who stared at the memories, then at Pinky Toru.
We can see our memories and we shift between forms,
said Pinky Toru. I see,
said Mashireo. However, he was staring at the memories as they were both focused on 2 people drinking from large alcohol barrels, one of Zoro and the other of a young woman with long dark brown hair. Then it shifted to a guy yelling while standing on top of a table, though in Izuku's it was a man with weird cybernetic body parts, while in Momo's it was a very large muscular man with white hair.
Then shifted 2 people on stages. In Momo's it was a very pretty woman with white hair, while in Izuku's a skeleton with an afro.
Then it shifted to 2 people who can injuries during the party as they were being treated by a weird-looking reindeer-human hybrid in Izuku's, while a girl with long blue hair in Momo's.
Yes, I think your 2 groups are very similar, said Luna. I'm sure there's some differences, said Izuku.
Thankfully, the memory shifted to Nami yelling and complaining about money, while Momo shifted to a man with dark hair taking off his clothes in such a way that made it seem like he didn't even notice he was doing it.
See? The Straw Hat/Fairy Tail aren't the same,
said Izuku and Momo at the same time, shifting back to their past lives as they said it.
I have to fetch Achiko Uraraka, said Luna, once again leaving.
But as they could see, Pinky Toru's face and Mashireo both looked at him.
They were the same,
sighed both Sanji Izuku and Urza Momo at the same time.
That was when Luna and Achiko arrived. I'm the last one, huh? asked Achiko. Then she noticed Sanji Izuku and Urza Momo. Wait, she said. We switch forms, said Sanji Izuku. That was when she saw Mashireo shift to a rather muscular teen with black hair.
This is weird,
said Ryoga Mashireo.
Well, you do have an unstable mental state due to reawakening the memories of your past lives,
said Luna. That was when Izuku once again shifted back. Now, I guess I should properly introduce myself. I am Luna, former princess of Equestria, she said, bowing. Did something happen that made you lose the throne? asked Izuku.
You know princesses can retire, right?
said Luna.
Oh, sorry,
It's just that, said Izuku. That was when the image of a crying blue-haired woman appeared behind him. It's very personal, said Izuku, getting rid of the memory. They looked at him. I really don't want to get into the world government right now, said Izuku. How corrupt was the government? Asked Ochako. That was when the image appeared of a woman behind, held by a rather interesting looking group, what they assumed was government agents. And the woman was crying. This is not the best place to talk about it, said Izuku. Translation: I should talk about it next session. Wait, do the memories just appear, or do you have to think about it? Asked Mashireo, who had shifted back. Well, you have to think about it, Anne, said Luna. That was when the image of a girl holding him, and the girl seemed very large like a giant, but then realized he was just small. They all looked at Mashireo. I might have done something incredibly stupid and very shady in my past life in bullying the girl I had a crush on, said Mashireo. How stupid, said Ochako. I don't want to talk about it, right? Sighed Mashireo, only that I was a stupid hormonal teen and well. I think we all get it, said Ochako. That was when she suddenly shifted to her past life. Izuku was staring when she did. Ochako was something of a girl next door in his mind. Hinata, on the other hand, was extremely beautiful, with dark long hair and strangely white eyes, but that just added to her beauty. He didn't enter love mode, but he was blushing a lot. Hey Izuku? You okay? Asked Toru, suddenly appearing behind him. I'm fine, said Izuku, then shifting as well. Hinata Ochako looked at him and blushing a little herself, as the first time she is Sanji form she was just confused. But she was finally able to take it in. She looked away a little, just to make sure he didn't notice her staring. Cute, said Luna, getting the feeling from them. However, she noticed the looks that Momo and Ryoga Mashireo were giving her. It was a look of, there's a question we want to ask but don't know how to say it. Luna sighed, know what it was. I'll leave you talk about it, said Pinky Toru, leaving the four knowing what they wanted to ask her and was leaving to be polite. Sanji, Izuku and Hinata Ochako now paid attention to Luna. If you want to ask me how she has those powers, I don't know, said Luna, who was twitching. All I know is that it was something man or pony was not meant to know, and it's not chaos magic. Wait. How do you know it's not chaos magic? Asked Izuku as he switched back. An image appeared behind Luna, was Pinky turning giant and deciding to turn the cosmos into frosting. It is a long story, said Luna, speaking of which there is something else we do need to talk about. Discord? Asked Momo. So she did warn you might show up, said Luna. Honestly, I'm surprised he hasn't tried anything, though with everyone watching he is probably waiting until we let our guard down. Is really that much of a threat? Asked Momo. No. I don't believe you will be in any danger. However, how do I put this? Imagine the most annoying prankster you can think of, make him even more annoying, then give him phenomenal cosmic powers. And you have Discord, said Luna. Is there any way to stop him from doing it? Asked Momo. No. I'm sorry, said Luna. Well, if he does it in your world, there are ways to stop him in Equestria. The four sighed when she said. Hopefully it won't be that bad, said Hinata Ochako. None of them looked like they could say anything positive about him coming after them. And Toru joined them, knowing it was time to specialize with Luna. So, said Luna, what do human in your world do for fun? The next few hours, managed to figure out things to do. It helped that anything could happen in dreams. They also brought Ochako up on the whole Straw Hat Pirates and fairy tale being very similar. And she brought up a good term. So it's two group of powerful weirdos that are like a family? Scat Ochako. Pretty much, said Izuku, blushing. That is a good way to put it, laughed Momo. Of course they had to wake up eventually.
And when they did, they of course had to talk about their shared dream.
So, do you guys want to do it again? Asked Toru. Well, exams are coming up. Sighed Izuku. Oh yeah, almost forgot about that. Pouted Toru. I'm sure we can do it again afterwards. Said Momo. All right. Cheered Toru. And with that, they had met Luna, and it was just an overall nice visit. There were a few things that they had to talk about afterwards during therapy, as Izuku knew he couldn't keep how corrupt the world government in his world, while Mashireya wasn't sure when he would tell them about the stupid teen thing he did in his past life. But once again, other than that, it was an overall nice visit. That will be it for this part. I hope everyone enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like and comment if you want part 30. If you want to hear more from me, subscribe. I hope to see you all in the next one.